Hello, hello, hello. This is Kev. This is Black Man Being Brutally Honest. And I ran across something that has caught fire in the media and just wanted to share my thoughts and, just try to take to it with just to give my take on it. And maybe it's not what you think. So if you're willing to watch this, I just want you to generally know that this is my perspective. And also, the perspectives I share here are not reflected of the views and opinions of my employer. So let's just go ahead and get that out the way. But I do have quite a few things to say about this one particular topic, and you may agree with it, and you may not, and you may agree with it, you may not agree with it. But yeah, you know, it's just I'll do this without being with as little disrespect as possible, because the way people perceive things, which brings me to this video. Um, yeah, some people may see it as informative, some people may see it as disrespectful. You never can tell, because like I'm saying, people are getting held accountable for stuff that they said 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And it what's happening is that you have this strong social media, social justice warrior movement. You know, the I feel like the whole nature of the movement itself is to keep you distracted from real issues and have you pissed off about superficial little things that people go through in their general everyday lives. Like, I don't think that I would never ever be able to stop people from calling me names. I would just say that. I mean, I understand that bullying does exist. Yeah, I was bullied quite often as a child. Being short, being short can get you bullied, but you grow a little bit, then it'll be something else, and then it'll be something else. You know, but I will say through all of this, I've walked the earth as a heterosexual man. So if some people feel like that, it eliminates certain challenges for me just because of that, then yeah, it probably does. But whereas you may not have certain challenges in certain areas, you will have bigger challenges in other areas. But anyway, here's the topic. And like I knew this would happen. I always knew this would happen because you see things like what's happening on Facebook. Facebook trying to get rid of the extremists. More right wing, racist. Um, they even have something called Black Identity Extremists online, and they even have that. So they're trying to eliminate all this stuff because there are people out there, you know, who have some have legitimate gripes, but a lot of these people are just being overly sensitive. They're bitter. They report everything. They want to be stir ups. They want to be shit starters. But when things don't go their way, then they go to they resort to other tactics like reporting channels, reporting comments, stuff like that, trying to get your shit shut down because you said certain things that they don't agree with. And I do understand a lot of them do come from a malicious place. And I'm not pro bullying at all. I'm not bullying to the point of violent maliciousness or actually violating a person. But, when in the way Chris Rock talked about it on his Netflix special, I do think some bullying is necessary. It's a character builder. Now, would I take back all the bullying I've been through? Probably not. Because if I take back all the bullying I've been through, what'll be left? What will be left? A spineless little person, probably. But who knows? I just don't see much character coming from that person. But one thing that bullying can make you do is be empathetic toward other people who are going through such bullying. And the reason why I keep bringing up bullying is that was the main catalyst in, I guess you could call, LGBT pride in everything that goes with it. Now, there are feelings out there that saying that we're seeing too much of this. Now, I don't. I'm the kind of person that if you're going to normalize a lifestyle, you have to treat it as normal. You can't treat it as special, or people are going to get tired of it. I admit, I even get a little annoyed by it when when I turn on the TV and I was like, oh, this again. I mean, I understand. I never walked in those shoes. I mean, but it's like at some point, as I've always been taught as an adult, I had to be taught to let certain things go. People are assholes, and what's happening is when I feel like, and this is like this is not an anti-LGBT rant. It's not. It's not, because I know being anti-LGBT in today's social media landscape can get you in some serious trouble. It could ruin your life. Words can ruin your life. Once you say something, you can't take it back. This is not some anti-LGBT rant, but like I said, I feel like if something is going to be normal, it needs to be treated as such. I'm not going to go out of my way to make your life miserable because of who you're having sex with, nor do I care who you're having sex with. And no, I don't care to see comic book characters and mainstream famous icons uh, say that they've done some gay stuff. I don't care about any of that. It's like, and what's happening is, and here's what's happening. Everybody's going to want to throw their little word in. Well, and it all started from, these little racist motherfuckers coming out on social media, with their N words and yay, Trayvon Martin should be dead kind of rhetoric. And once that started to happen, then everybody started to throw their name in the hat, as to what was making them mad, what words were offending them, stuff like that. And because I would say we had an administration that supported that agenda, and that's the argument with a lot of people who talk about Barack Obama. And that movement gained so much momentum, you see it everywhere now. You see it everywhere. And here's the thing about that: they've had organization, and they've constantly pushed and pushed forward. So you see what happens when a group gets what they want. See, I wish our community, and when I say our community, the black community, were that adamant. Every time we have a movement is somehow corrupted some kind of way, or black people don't get behind it. You know, like, let me give you an example. All the heat that Black Lives Matter is taking right now. And I feel like a lot of it is justified, me personally. I mean, and that'll be another discussion. That'll be another discussion. But see, then you look at organizations like the NAACP. It's like, how much support are they actually getting from black people nowadays in 2019? Um, yeah, stuff like that. Our black media outlets. Like, I'll give an example. There's a little small video streaming service like YouTube called Black Avenger. How many of us have gone over to that platform to support that versus being on YouTube? Well, you see, I'm on YouTube right now. So, one thing you can take from the LGBT movement is the fact of their consistency and their unity. That's one thing you can take from it, but that's about it. That's all I'm looking at, is nothing else. Their lifestyle is their lifestyle. What they do inside their homes, I don't give a damn. I want to treat that as such. But let's take a look at something real quick that I came across. Uh, okay, let's see. All right. Now, before anyone gets too happy about this, I'm going to share some facts or some some things that you should know about this straight pride parade. Uh, yeah, it's like one of the organizers, Mark Sahade, and in fact, I hear it's three guys. They're looking for a permit, and they're basically doing this to troll. They're doing this to troll. They're doing this to trolls LGBT pride, the LGBT movement. And my personal opinion, I think it's funny as fuck. I think it's humorous because, like, I always knew it would come to things like this. And he even says it. They even say it in this article right here. The event is to celebrate heterosexuality in one of the nation's most gay-friendly cities, and it's meant to poke fun at identity politics of the political left. Uh, Organizer Mark Sahade wrote in a Facebook comment. Now, here's a couple facts that you should know about the organizers. Number one, they are right wing. They're the right wing. They're the guys who are pro gun, pro gun rights. These are the guys that probably never say anything when, okay, you be pro gun rights, but what happens when a pro NRA, whatever? But what happens when you gun down when a police officer gunned down an unarmed black man? Are you there for those? And another interesting thing, the parade organizers, let me see, read it right here. And okay, look at this pointer, follow the pointer. The parade organizers have designed a flag and designated actor Brad Pitt as their mascot. Now, yeah, I mean, they try to find a little chisel chin white guy to be their organizer. But I'm going to go ahead and say an interesting fact about Brad Pitt. On record, him and Angelina Jolie said that they would not get, at one time, said that they would not get married until gay marriage was legalized in all 50 states. Now, the results of that's another story because gay marriage has been legalized in all 50 states. But, I mean, I'll be looking, since this little thing is gaining momentum, I'll be looking for Brad Pitt to make a statement in the near future saying that I do not support this. He might say it in a more candid, profane way. I mean, they're doing it for reasons that a lot of guys can relate to. But like I said, I don't want our people getting too happy about this because this is like, this is like if you understand where the intent is for real, is where the intent is. You're trying to make fun of people you feel like are just, oh my God, every time I turn around is this and this and this. I understand that. And like I said, I saw this coming, but I'd rather it come from someone else, not some old right wing, possible racist guy who doesn't believe in being fair for everyone across the board, just them. So, just like I said, we should not be too happy about this as black people. It's like, I think it's funny. I like to see what the results of it are, but the media is already pretty much attacking this anyway. And I mean, if you put in straight pride parade, you got various media outlets ripping it apart already. Now, as far as causes and promoting causes, hey, you know what? I will always be for the betterment of black people as a whole. I know it's a lot easier to go to other movements because they're getting little perks, and it's very media friendly because the black struggle is not very media friendly. But honestly, as far as I'm concerned, as far as this little thing goes, I'm just interested in seeing how it's going to turn out because what I think with anything, it proves that we are America, and you're going to see a lot of hypocrisy. You're going to see a lot of that, a lot of hypocrisy. So, I need y'all to tell me what y'all think. I mean, do you think it's wrong altogether? Did you see this coming like I did due to years and years of hearing what the other side had to say? Are you empathetic? Do you think it's a joke? What form would you do it in if you ever found yourself in a situation like this? Yeah. I don't know. I think it's all crazy. I think this whole social justice warrior movement is crazy and it's producing a lot of horrible offspring. But I mean, as far as whose side I'm all of this, I'm on the side that helps build a better black family. Let me put it like that. And if you want to ask me what that means, feel free in the comment section. All right, this is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Um, and I'm just going to say, what a comical, funny world that we live in. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.